I'm going to use this camera, and you can use that camera. I thought you said you knew how to use it.
It's been a while, dude.
We both have to get
It's-
sunglasses. We can't be seen on YouTube without sunglasses.
Well, but I have prescription glasses on.
So you're not going to be able to wear sunglasses?
Why
You know,
start
you've
now?
got the bib overalls on.
But they're yours.
That's a start. Well, don't tell people that. You brought them from San Francisco. You packed those and brought them, and you're going to wear them when you go visit people.
Right. Well, you know, I'm an urban farmer. That's
Really?
in quotes.
You told me yesterday you're making your slaves, your minions, take care of your garden.
Now, did I say that?
You didn't use the word minions.
Did I use the word slaves?
Well, no, I don't.
Please
think so.
correct the record. This is kind of... Dude, I think I do need a lesson because...
Did the little red thing there? Now it's on.
Okay, yeah, the
It's
timer
on
wasn't
now.
moving.
So
Now,
it's
why
got-
do I have to use the flip and you get to use that Samsung?
Well, I didn't know you had any prior experience with,
Okay.
mechanical devices.
All right. So we're having our morning coffee and we're getting ready to go out and disassemble some nature.
It's just exercise. It's not.
I made the mistake, we should do the background. I made the mistake of saying that one of my goals for this trip was to get a little exercise and get myself in shape.
You didn't use the word little. You just said exercise. I think
that's true. I did.
there's no such thing as a little exercise. A little exercise to get you nowhere.
No such thing as a little exercise in your world. Perhaps.
Well, no, I don't. I'm modest about it. I'm modest because when you exercise, you get tired and you have to take a nap. But you said I would probably die just because it's in my genes.
Well, both
Not-
of
not
us
my bib.
are swimming upstream against a genetic onslaught, I think, of cancer and heart disease.
I'm thinking heart disease. I'm thinking we'll go with that this time around.
Well, given what we've seen, I mean, it seems like that might be the better way to go.
Yeah, but the thing about cancer is you have that year reprieve that you can label your belongings, so when you die, people know what the hell you got.
Well, if you're not completely against going to the emergency room once in a while or accessing the healthcare system, you might actually get that reprieve with heart disease too.
Really? You think
yeah,
so?
you could have a heart attack. People survive them. Then maybe you have.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
My wife is a heart nurse. Do you think she never ever
Hence
mentions
why
it.
she suggests you access the healthcare system.
But she's
occasionally.
never done that. She says, "Oh no, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Do you have any insurance?" She said that.
Really? Well, she's a wise woman. I pay attention. But that's just me.
Did I tell you it was going to be the hottest day of the year?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually a little concerned about that.
There's a smog alert. It looks fairly smoggy out there right now.
So it's going to be in excess of 100 degrees. It's going to be smoggy.
Well,
humidity is probably about 101%. It should be raining outside. I'm just suggesting that I'm a wimpy San Francisco boy, and
Well, see,
I'm
this
used
is,
to eternal spring.
yeah, I know. It is. The climate is tough here. It
Yeah.
is. I have to admit that. I don't have my calculator. It's difficult.
The calendar calculator.
Well,
So you were saying that you don't like the 4 months of winter, right? So
I definitely don't like that. That's a real bummer.
yeah. So and we're heading directly into that.
And that's why
It's
we're
kind of a track.
cutting firewood. So it's like this is a preliminary drag.
So how much firewood do you use in a winter?
I burn wood from the first day of October, or a couple of weeks into October, a little bit, depending on the weather. But then, every day from November through the 1st of April.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about we've got a half-ton pickup truck, so it's loose stacked to the top once a week, one load a week.
Oh, that's a lot of wood.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that a cord? A pickup
No,
truck load?
not
There's a
half-ton
quarter
pickup truck,
truck.
smaller, 3/4 ton truck. Get a cord in it, I guess. Yeah, that's another thing I need a calculator for. You should ask me math questions.
Okay, I'll refer.
So, but we're just stacking it up, just because we wouldn't have to go for a walk otherwise.
Right.
And that we did that yesterday. So this is like the farmer's Jackal Lane boot
Right.
camp thing here.
Well, I appreciate when exercise becomes of practical value.
I can't do it otherwise. I don't mind the walking and the running outside. I would never buy a machine and do it inside. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
an insult to
Yeah.
your body. Oh, how do people do that? I can't stand them. I can't stand machines.
So there is some value to getting out and just walking around and seeing nature and
Well, it clears your
interacting
head.
with the world. And
Yeah, it gets you acclimated with nature rather than sitting inside in the air conditioning, which we're probably going to do most of the day anyway.
I know. Yeah, check in an hour from now.
Well, the record store that's downtown.
The one we went to?
No, there's another one that's in the bad section of town. We went to one in the suburbs.
Now, why wouldn't you take me to the bad section of town?
Well, it
I'm
was
very-
Monday.
I'm very at home there.
Well, I know. It was
I'm
Monday.
interested in
It
that.
was. They were closed.
Oh, okay.
They may be open today, but last time I went there, he didn't have the air turned on, and he said he was too cheap to turn the air on, and I said I was too wimpy to stay.
So when we go back, we might discover that
Well,
he has
I think
turned the air on.
I think what we'll discover is that the albums are kind of warped from sweat.
They just opened not too long ago, and he has of course, everybody with the internet, you can't find a deal anywhere because everybody checks it.
Yeah, they check it
the
against
internet.
Amazon, eBay, and whatever.
But the prices, they have to be smart about it because just because somebody asks a certain amount of money doesn't mean whatever it is worth that
Right.
much money.
So
But-
the Manic Mark viewers, I'm interrupting, have they seen upstairs or have they just seen your studio, your downstairs hole of Manic art?
No, they've been up here.
Right. But I haven't really formally joined your audience, I guess.
Well, no, you're not a subscriber. What are you even doing in my house?
I know. Yeah.
This is not good. Are
Well,
you
I am-
done with your coffee?
No.
You can bring it out with you.
It's portable. It's true.
Yes.
Are you anxious to get going?
Yeah. Well, it's not going to get any cooler.
It's turned on. Now, the first thing we got to do is, I always use motor oil, and I pour it onto the beam, keep it lubricated so it doesn't wear out as fast. Oh, my God. Now we're going to have you start it. The throttle down there, that has to be pulled all the way to the back. It's a bit stiff. Doesn't come all the way back. Nope. And then basically you just yank on it. Now watch, it may kick back on you.
Okay.
A little bit. You know, like a lawnmower will pull back sometimes. There you go. Uh-oh. You can't see my head. You can't see my head.
You know, that's like a maple flipper picture. I think you should
Oh, it's wrong. That's wrong.
angle it a bit.
Just because he sold a lot of tickets in town doesn't make him any good. Maple Thorpe, that's like something you put on pancakes.
Face cakes?
Okay, one Bud Light for you.
Now, do you feel I deserve this? Really? Be honest with
No,
me. I
never
know.
mind.
I know.
I'm gonna put it back. Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate
No,
you
go
keeping
ahead.
me
No,
honest.
you can have it anyway. I don't care.
Well, you're a background guy.
Yeah, I know. Would you like an ice cube?
Yes, actually, I'd love an ice cream. Because it is 101 degrees.
Oh, it's at least 101 degrees. I would say it's hotter than that. I'd say it's more like 159 degrees. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's working.
that's what I'm talking about.
You know, we're brothers, so we're allowed to do this together.
Bathe in
Nothing
ice.
weird going on here at all.
I once saw a porn movie with two twin sisters, and that wasn't very good.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think twin sisters would be,
Well, I mean, they probably didn't have parents, so they could get away with it.
or they were being forced into it in some
They
way.
didn't look like they were being forced.
They never do though.
Well, they were actresses. that I'm sure that they weren't too pleased with.
Yeah, how many siblings really want to have sex together? How many really do that because they've elected? They have other options and they've elected to do that. Some. I'm
Well, it's the it's the brain chemical thing again. I don't understand it. Do you think it's just environmental?
No, I think a lot of that is behavioral. It's and social. I think that there's a lot of oppression of women that leads to twisted behavior and power and control.
So the more I oppress my wife, the more sex she'll give me?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to go to an extreme that none of us would want you to go to, probably, and I think that would work against you.
Because she's already claimed that I'm fairly oppressive, so and that hasn't been working.